very proud, again, to introduce the 11th captain of the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter.
Captain is not a title that's thrown around lightly in our organization. You know, there's only been a few of them.
That one hit to left field, way back. Derek Jeter, bad hand and all. Goodbye, home run over the wall.
You don't dream about being captain of the Yankees. I mean, the dream is to make it to the major leagues, play for the Yankees, win World Series, but you don't sit down and say, oh, yeah, I want to be a captain on top of that.
Pitches hit in the air to deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone.
I think it's something that evolves over time. You get to know your teammates. You get to know personalities. If you speak all the time, people stop paying attention to what you say. I think you speak when you need to make a point.
I'd like to thank the boss, obviously, for giving me this title, and it's something that I will always treasure, and, you know, I'll do it to the best of my ability. Thank you.
To this day is one of the greatest honors I've received during my playing career, and it's something that sticks with you. You know, I still go around now and people call me captain. It's something that I never took lightly. It was a big responsibility. You have responsibility to your teammates, the fans, the organization, the media. I took it very seriously.
Here's the newest captain of the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter.
And he's earned it too, Boog. No one else deserves to be captain more than this guy right here.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1's the count.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one back there. It's a bomb.
Two. He loops that to left field. Going to be a tough play. Jeter on the run, makes the play.
In 2001, I fell into the photographer's pit during a postseason game.
Jeter makes the catch and falls into the crowd.
In this particular game against Boston, catching the pop-up was not hard. That's not a hard play. It's an easy play, matter of fact. But I knew I was running out of room, going through my head, what am I going to do? You know, do I try to run into the wall? Do I slide? My mind went back to when I fell in the photographer's pit, so let me just jump over it.
Pure hustle, pure guts. I got to make the play. Nothing else matters.
So I figured I'd just land in someone's lap, but I landed in the one seat that had no fan during that game.
I mean, it's just full tilt. There's no way you could stop.
People say all the time, you could have stopped. I couldn't stop. You know, I didn't have time to stop.
Wow, Jeter really banged himself up.
Wow.
The catch wasn't hard, but the aftermath hurt.
Now batting, number 4.
Swung on and popped up. Jeter on the run. He makes a running catch and crashes into the stands. What a play by Jeter. Boy, did he get beat up.
Do we have to talk about 2004 with Boston? Probably from 98 forward, we were always close with Boston. I mean, we were arguably the top two teams in baseball.
Pedro Martinez with 17 strikeouts. Jorge Posada with a 2-run shot. He is going, and Ortiz pounds a home run into right. There's a fly ball deep to left.
If you play someone that many times, they're bound to beat you at some point.
Ortiz into deep right field. We'll see you later tonight.
That series hurts as much as any series I've played in.
Damon run into the plate, and he can keep on running to New York. Game 6 tomorrow night.
I don't play it back and go, what if? Because we were in the situation we wanted to be. Game 4, Game 5, we're right where we wanted to be.
Damon hits it in the air at the wall. A grand slam. Ground ball to second. Reese. The Boston Red Sox have won the pennant with the biggest comeback in postseason baseball history.
Tip your hats to them. I mean, they kept battling, and they came back, and they beat us. And there was a lot of pressure on Boston. I mean, they hadn't won in a long time, and they always had to answer the questions about losing us all the time, but that still hurts today.
Here's the MVP candidate, Derek Jeter.
Plenty of
Swung out, belted. Could be extra bases. Around third. He scores, and they have the lead. 1-0. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Let's see if Jeter can add another multi-hit game to his resume.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Burns going back on this one. And it hits the fence. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
It's a huge honor to put this uniform on every day and come out here and play. And every member of this organization, past and present, has been calling this place home for 85 years. And although things are going to change next year, we're going to move across the street. There are a few things with the New York Yankees that never change. That's pride, it's tradition, and most of all, we have the greatest fans in the world.
Driven out to deep center field, going back Sizemore, still back, looking up, see ya! The first home run here at Yankee Stadium off the bat of Jorge Posada.
I felt as though in 2009 we had the most talented team.
He struck him out.
Talent's going to help you win. was the first inning, the ninth inning, we were never out of a game, and we were capable of scoring a lot of runs quick.
And the 2-0. There it is. For 72 years, Lou Gehrig has been the Yankees' all-time hits leader. Now, it's Derek Jeter.
One thing with Yankee fans is they're very aware of the history of the organization. And when I was setting the all-time hit record for the Yankees, it's something that meant a lot to the fans. And it's a big deal. You don't ever put on a major league uniform, especially a Yankee uniform, and say, yeah, one day I'm going to have more hits than anyone that's played, because it seems so far-fetched with all the great players that have been there. I didn't give myself a chance to reflect at all. It's a character flaw for me. I was always, what's next, what's next? My focus was always on the team and always on winning. My parents used to always try to tell me to enjoy the ride. I couldn't. I played a long time, and I tried to be consistent. So I was able to set that record.
27-22, and he moves ahead of the legendary Iron Horse, Henry Louis Gehrig.
There's Jeter on a rainy night at the new Yankee Stadium. He can make history here this evening.
Well, Boog, I'm getting a little nervous when you say it like that. The rain is really coming down, and it's starting to feel like a movie.
And a big swing and a miss.
It's wild to think Lou Gehrig will no longer be on the top of the Yankees hit list. The Iron Horse has been there for nearly 70 years.
In the air, right field. Burton under it. One down.
It's going to be a long time before anyone catches Jeter's Yankees hit record. I wonder if that person's even been born yet.
And that one wrapped foul. And that's outside. Center and a base hit. Calderon rounds third, headed for the plate. The run comes across, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0. Jeter at the dish. He's already tied the record, but now he can break it. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Carr makes the grab, 2 down. The ground. Throws the first in time.
You don't want just anyone to break Lou Gehrig's record, but I think Yankee fans are more than fine that Jeter's going to be that guy.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Jeter up to bat, and this could be the moment he breaks the record. He swings and fouls one off. Righty to the plate. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Lane hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. Derek Jeter at the plate. 1 hit away from tying Lou Gehrig's all-time Yankees hit record.
And I think it happens today. He's ready for it.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1's the count.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And he one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And Derek Jeter now tied with Lou Gehrig for the most hits in Yankees history. to right. A dive, and he can't haul it in. One run across. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's a 1-run game.
And a high fly ball belted down the left field line. It is gone.
Our postseason run in 2009, we have a good chance of winning the World Series. I didn't like playing in the Metrodome. You know, pop-ups, fly balls, you lose it in the roof. They had the old artificial turf. It was time for a new stadium in Minnesota.
Ground ball hit out to Jeter. How apropos. And the Yankees are moving on to the American League Championship Series for the first time since 2004.
In order for us to win in 09, we had to get through Anaheim. Anaheim gave us problems every year.
Percy delivers, and it popped up. Makes the catch. It's Angel Ganado. The Yankees are going home empty to New York.
They were aggressive, they pitched, they played defense, they ran the bases. They gave us a real tough time, and I think for us, Anaheim was a thorn in our side.
Jeter lines one into center. The run will score. Jeter will hold, and it's 4-1 New York. That's it in the air to right. Jeter makes it 2-0.
Once we got through Anaheim, I figured we'd win a World Series that year.
Got him on the outside corner. Yankees win the pennant.
We get a chance to go back and celebrate and experience the success that we had years ago. It had been a long time coming for us.
Game 3 is underway with Derek Jeter leading things off for the Yankees.
This could be the final game for the Twins at the Metrodome. The Yankees sure hope that's the case. Not because they want to see it go, but because that means they're advancing to the ALCS and not the Twins.
And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. Derek Jeter to lead things off here in the ALCS.
Yankees missed the postseason last year, Boog, but now they're in position to go back to the World Series for the first time since 2003.
That one fouled off. And the next pitch is way outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Two on the way. Short hop liner handled it short. Fires over to first. One out in the top of the first. Now the kid from Kalamazoo, Michigan at the plate, Derek Jeter. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And he chases a high fastball there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the righty deals. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He'll score in the 10. It's 1-1. In the air, right side. Burns puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Number 2 on his jersey, but number 1 in the hearts of Yankee fans, Boog.
Fastball right back to the mound. Gathers and throws to first. That. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. 35-year-old Derek Jeter at the plate now. We're ready to go in Anaheim with Derek Jeter leading off. The Yankees can inch closer to the World Series with a win here tonight, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, and the last time we saw the Yankees in the World Series, they lost in 6 games to Josh Beckett and the Marlins after being up 2-1 in the series.
Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hunter in pursuit. Falls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
If the Yankees win the ALCS, Jeter will play in the World Series for the 7th time in his career. He already has more World Series appearances than half of the league, and he might add another this season.
Whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And a foul ball, third base side. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. The pitch. Fought off foul.
Angels are in position to even up this series with the win. The ALCS could end up going the distance if they do.
The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped to right, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Derek Jeter to lead things off here in the ALCS.
Yankees missed the postseason last year, Boog, but now they're in position to go back to the World Series for the first time since 2003.
And that one is lifted in the air. Burns flashes the leather on the running catch. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit in the air, right field. He's under it. Puts it away for the out.
a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Bounced up the middle. Throw to first is in time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Up the middle, Banks. To second, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play. And a pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it on his own, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th. We're ready to go in Anaheim with Derek Jeter leading off. The Yankees can inch closer to the World Series with a win here tonight, Singy.
Yeah, Boogie. The last time we saw the Yankees in the World Series, they lost in 6 games to Josh Beckett and the Marlins after being up 2-1 in the series.
The left.
Ripped to first, caught, dives for the bag, got him, double play. First pitch misses.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. At the belt and fires. Oh, and that liner got him. He's in there. Derek Jeter ready to lead off Game 6 of the World Series with Pedro Martinez on the mound for the Phillies. Here we go, Siggy.
Well, Pedro hopes to duplicate what Cliff Lee did last night in Game 5. Lee lasted 7 innings before turning the ball over to Chan Ho Park and Ryan Madsen. Yankees hope to get to Martinez early in this one, though. This should be a good one.
Up the middle. Gets it to first. One up, one down. Pedro Martinez on the mound for the Phillies. I wonder how many people will actually remember he pitched for this Philly team 15 years from now. He's 37 years old and playing for his 5th different franchise. Burton calls it in, 2 away. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. The Yankees are facing a tough Phillies team. Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Raul Ibanez, and plenty of other super talented guys in the field right now. Man at second. A dive. Nice stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. First offering, and it just misses. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. into right, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
What a World Series it should be. A great matchup. Why? These are 2 veteran teams. That ball is hit down the right field line into the corner. It is 1-0 Phillies.
I thought we matched up well against the Phillies. We had to beat them, right? They're the defending champions.
Here's an 0-2. And a good start for Cliff Lee as he strikes out Jeter on 3 pitches. Little pop-up. Lee will take it himself.
I know they had a confident group. We had confidence as well.
Got him. And a strikeout for Burnett. 2 on, 1 out. 1-1 pitch is grounded under the glove of Rollins. Throw by Ibanez is late.
We had pitching, we had defense, we had offense, we could score.
There goes Damon.
The throw's in the dirt, and Damon keeps going after the pop-up slide.
We could beat you in many different ways, and I think we showed it in that series.
To the second baseman, the Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time.
It was like a reminder of this is what it feels like, because we hadn't won since 2000. You know, we lost in 01, we lost in 03.
And the Florida Marlins are world champions.
And then to win again, it's like you almost forget what it feels like. Especially going to the ticker tape parade again. No disrespect to any other city, but I can't see a championship celebration being any better than it is in New York. I mean, millions of people hanging from light poles and buildings. That feeling of winning is something that you miss.
The center fielder, number 14, Curtis Granderson.
Left-hand batter waits. There goes the runner. Throw there. Safe. And with that stolen base, Derek Jeter becomes the all-time stolen base leader in New York Yankee history. That's number 327 in his career.
Got his first hit on May 30th of 1995. 17 years later, we stand at the precipice of history. That one's drilled deep to left field. Looking up. See ya. 3,000. History with an exclamation point. Oh, what a way to join the 3,000 hit club. Derek Jeter has done it in grand style.
Getting my 3,000 hit was a relief. Anytime something was focused solely on me, it made me uncomfortable. I put a lot of pressure on myself to do it. I did put a lot of pressure on myself to do it at home, and I struggled quite a bit. It was a relief.
And Derek becomes the 28th man to pick up 3,000 hits, the first Yankee ever in the glorious history of the franchise, and he does it with a home run.
It gave me a chance to exhale. Consistency in my mind is the most undervalued and underappreciated characteristic in any profession. You don't miss it until it's gone. I think it's consistency in your overall behavior. I think it's in your work ethic. I tried to be consistent day in and day out. I wanted the organization, I wanted my teammates to be able to count on me, fan base to be able to count on me. And I took a lot of pride in that.
Derek Jeter leading off, and fans here hoping they'll witness history today.
And you know cameras and cell phones will be clicking away during every Jeter at-bat this afternoon.
That one ripped, but foul. Singy, how do you figure a kid from Kalamazoo, Michigan becomes such a big Yankee fan?
Well, let's not forget he was born in New Jersey, prime Yankees territory.
The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a leadoff double. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Derek's father, Charles Jeter, in the stands, as he so often has been for important moments in his son's career.
Film on today, though, Dorothy Jeter attending the christening of her grandson, Jaden.
And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
You know, it took a lot of time thinking about this. You know, last year I've been very vocal on how disappointing last year was, how hard it was for me to play.
Most importantly, I always told myself if it felt like a job, then it was time for me to go home. And I had broken my ankle twice, 2012 and then 2013, and it had become physically too challenging for me to play. I knew it was time for me to retire. The last season was tough for me. It almost felt like I was attending my funeral at every city I'd go to for the last time, because they're showing highlights of my career and giving me parting gifts, which I appreciated very much, but it was a tough year for me. My final game at Yankee Stadium was the toughest game I've ever had to play emotionally. It was the only game I played in my career in 20 years that didn't mean anything, because we were mathematically eliminated. So I played one game in Yankee Stadium that didn't count, and it was the last game I ever played. The fans treated it like it was a playoff game.
A drive to deep left, way back, and it's off the wall. A double by Jeter, and it's a 2-1 game.
Top of the 9th inning, I was saying, take me out of the game before I mess it all up. And then, home run, it's tied.
Back goes Young, looking up, tie game.
And I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. You know, I knew I was coming up third.
Well, the script is there. The last page is in Derek's hands.
I just knelt down. I said, God, if you have one more hit left in you, please let it be right here.
A tie game in the bottom of the ninth. Derek Jeter at the plate. Was there any doubt that today would come down to a moment like this?
I don't think so, Boog. It's been a storybook career, and now we've got ourselves a chance at a storybook ending.
The winning run on second base. Wouldn't chase that time. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball to go. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Right in time, and they walk it off.
It would be true Hollywood if Jeter gets a base hit to win the game.
A base hit to right. They're waving him home. The throw is close, but he scores.
Derek Jeter, where fantasy becomes reality.
It's just one of those magical moments in Yankee Stadium. And it just played out like it was a storybook ending. And it's funny because people say, oh, it's all scripted. Yeah, okay. We scripted the whole entire thing. Couldn't have gone any better. After the game, when I go out to shortstop, I just wanted to remember the feeling of being at shortstop for the last time. I wanted to take that with me. I just wanted to have a moment to myself, even though it's not to myself because it's in front of all the Yankee fans. But for us as players, that's what we play for, as fans. And they push you day in and day out. They're never satisfied, which is why we got along so good.
I don't know if any athlete anywhere has bonded with the fans more than Derek does.
There's a lot of people that have dreams of playing baseball. People see individuals that have had some level of success and they think they just woke up there. But there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, a lot of preparation, and a lot of people that help you along the way. You have to work harder than everyone else. And if you're passionate about it, then it's not work. I don't know if I'd change anything if I could go back. You know, I want to tell myself to have fun and enjoy it a little bit more. But then I don't think I'd be where I am if I did. I wouldn't change anything. This is my stop. See you in the show.
Mm-hmm.